Is your fertility really just about your ovaries and your uterus? Because modern research is forcing us to zoom out, and honestly, it's really about time. If you've been bounced from one specialist to another, endocrinology for hormones, gastro for gut issues, mental health for anxiety, reproductive medicine for IVF, you already know how fragmented this really feels. One department per organ, one prescription per symptom, and yet your body doesn't work in departments. It doesn't. It works as a network, connected, and nowhere is that more obvious than when we look at fertility through the lens of the gut, the immune system, and the nervous system. Even how you respond to stress, the list goes on, it's long. This is your physiology, and women with PCOS often show altered gut diversity, higher markers of inflammation if you've got endometriosis. There's so much more research now out there that is actually indicating it's an inflammatory and an immune-mediated condition, and really not just genes and bad luck. Insulin resistance, for example, that sits underneath so many cases of unexplained infertility. This is so tightly linked to gut health and metabolic signaling. And when it comes to stress and fertility, we can't ignore the gut-brain axis. No, it's impossible. It's important. Chronic stress changes gut permeability and microbiome balance, and that in turn affects inflammation, cortisol, ovulatory function, etc. Now, to be clear here, we cannot say the gut causes infertility. No, you have to look at so many other things. We have the liver, for example, that also plays a role, so many things. And it's really too simplistic to say it's just the gut. But what we can say is this. When hormone imbalances, immune dysfunction, metabolic issues, and mood changes show up alongside fertility struggles, it's really not random. These symptoms are deeply woven together. Your ovaries don't operate in isolation from your gut. Your uterus does not function independently of your immune system, and your brain is not separate from your menstrual cycle. And this is why you can't just look at your reproductive system in itself, because if you stimulate ovaries but ignore inflammation, if you transfer embryos but ignore metabolic instability, if you prescribe progesterone but ignore chronic stress physiology, you might be missing the environment those hormones actually are landing in. And this isn't anti-IVF. No, by far not. IVF is an incredible tool, but even the best technology works better in a body that feels safe, nourished, and regulated. And that's a shift. It's not alternative versus medical. It's integrated. If you've been told everything looks normal, but your body doesn't feel normal, that means something, and that doesn't make you difficult. It means we may need to widen the lens. And that's exactly what we do inside my fertility circle. We stop treating your fertility like a single organ problem and start supporting the whole system so your body has a real chance to respond and get pregnant, stay pregnant, and deliver a baby.